Arsenal are showing increasing interest in the midfielder who has been impressing in the Bundesliga ahead of the January transfer window. Meanwhile, the Gunners suffer another setback with yet another player added to their already extensive injury list. Hello everyone. Welcome once again to the Arsenal News channel. We're here to provide you with the latest updates and keep you up to date on everything related to the Gunners. Martin Odegaard has spoken openly about his ankle injury, leaving Arsenal fans on edge. The Arsenal captain has finally broken his silence on his worrying ankle injury, and while fans are eager for answers, there is still plenty of uncertainty. Speaking ahead of the Carabao Cup clash against Bolton, he shared some candid updates in his matchday notes, stating, "It's been a while since my last update, so I thought it was important to share where I'm at with the injury." He explained the severity of the issue, describing it as a nasty twist that caused damage to the ligaments. Odegaard admitted he was shaken by the injury, noting that while he had hurt his ankle before, this time the pain felt noticeably different. Despite his commitment, Odegaard remains uncertain about when he will return to action. In the early stages of his recovery, rest has been crucial for proper healing, and he will soon focus on strengthening and rebuilding. Mikel Arteta has acknowledged that the midfielder will be out for some time and is likely to be unavailable for Norway's matches. However, Solbakken has not ruled out selecting Odegaard for the games against Slovenia and Austria in October, saying, "We are planning with or without him." If Odegaard is called up for international duty, he will need to report by Monday the 7th of October. Arteta has been very vocal about the impact of losing Odegaard, as the Arsenal captain has been one of the most consistent performers in recent seasons. Another injury update has been released following Arsenal's emphatic 5-1 win over Bolton Wanderers. Mikel Arteta provided an update on the condition of goalkeeper David Raya. The former Brentford number 1 was absent from the match due to a thigh injury sustained during the dramatic weekend draw. Raya was seen limping in the mixed zone at the Etihad, but Arteta remained tight-lipped about whether the Spaniard was among his injury concerns ahead of the match against Bolton. However, it came as no surprise when Raya was not included in the matchday squad, with Arsenal confirming he was suffering from a thigh injury. This paved the way for a historic debut for 16-year-old Jack Porter, who came in as goalkeeper. Porter, born in 2008, has now become the youngest player to make a competitive appearance for Arsenal. He achieved this milestone while the team was also without Neto and third-choice goalkeeper Tommy Setford, who is recovering from his own injury. During his pre-match press conference, Arteta was asked about Raya's condition, confirming only that it was a muscle problem. Jack Porter has surpassed Cesc Fabregas as the youngest player to start a competitive match for the club. Arteta chose Porter over the slightly older Alexei Rojas, highlighting the young goalkeeper's experience with the England under-16 and under-17 teams as a significant factor in his decision. "Jack has been training with us since pre-season, and we were confident he could step up. He plays for the national team, so we saw what he can do, and we believe it was the right choice," Arteta explained. He praised Porter's composure during training and the game, crediting his teammates for their support. "What an experience and a way to break a record," Arteta added. If Raya is ruled out of the upcoming Premier League clash, Neto could start in goal, while Porter might be on the bench. Following their win over Bolton, Arsenal will face Preston North End in the 4th round of the EFL Cup, with the game scheduled for the week commencing the 28th of October. Another player has seemingly joined the long list of injuries, adding to the headaches for manager Arteta. Versatile midfielder Myles Lewis-Skelly suffered a knock during Wednesday night's Carabao Cup tie. The 17-year-old started at left-back against the League One club but was replaced in the 62nd minute by Gabriel Magalhaes. The injury appeared to occur away from the ball, and as Lewis-Skelly attempted to return to his position, he was unable to continue and fell to the ground. Unfortunately, Lewis-Skelly could not remain on the pitch, raising further concerns for the squad. With his departure, Gabriel shifted to central defence after coming on, pushing Calafiori to the left-back position. Lewis-Skelly made his professional debut for Arsenal at the weekend, coming on as a substitute in the closing stages against Manchester City. Mikel Arteta will be hoping that the emphatic win against Bolton did not come at the expense of another player's fitness. Ben White played against Manchester City while managing pain, and as a result, he was given time off to ensure a complete recovery. Jurrien Timber was also unavailable, and Arteta hopes both will be fit for the league clash against Leicester City this weekend. On the other hand, 17-year-old Ethan Nwaneri is starting to make his mark in Arsenal's first team, following an impressive performance in the 5-1 win over Bolton in the League Cup, where he contributed with 2 goals. The young midfielder, who debuted in the Premier League at 15 against Brentford in the 2022-23 season, has now made a significant leap with his first senior start. Playing the full 90 minutes, Nwaneri impressed with his poise, skill, and 2 crucial goals. According to David Ornstein, Nwaneri's performance has firmly established him as a genuine option for Mikel Arteta's squad. Speaking on Sky Sports Backpages podcast, Ornstein highlighted Nwaneri's maturity on the pitch. Arteta showed great trust in him, and I thought he was absolutely excellent tonight. If you watch him, he's balanced on both feet, creating, scoring, and full of confidence. He's now a real part of the first team setup at just 17 years old. Nwaneri's first goal came from a well-timed finish, slotting home Raheem Sterling's cross, while his second was a composed strike from inside the box. Despite facing League One opposition, the teenager showed that he's ready to handle senior football and integrate into the Arsenal first team. With Martin Odegaard sidelined, Nwaneri may have more chances to prove himself in the coming weeks. It wouldn't be surprising to see him earn further appearances, especially if his recent form continues. Arsenal are reportedly showing growing interest in Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder Hugo Larsson ahead of the January transfer window. The 20-year-old Swedish talent has caught the attention of not only Arsenal, but also Liverpool and Manchester City, who are all keen on securing his signature. Larsson has made a strong impression in the Bundesliga since joining Frankfurt in 2023, and the German club is expected to demand a hefty fee of up to €80 million for his services. This high price tag reflects his growing status as one of the standout young players in the league. Despite Frankfurt's disappointing 6th-place finish last season, Larsson's performances have been a major positive. Now, with a solid start to their Europa League and Bundesliga campaigns, Frankfurt are relying on key players like Larsson to make an impact. Arsenal, in particular, are eager to bring in one of Europe's exciting young talents. The Gunners have been monitoring Larsson for some time, especially as they look ahead to life after Jorginho and Thomas Partey, both of whom are nearing the end of their contracts. Whether Larsson is seen as a long-term replacement remains to be seen, but he is certainly a player of growing interest to Mikel Arteta. Negotiations with Frankfurt will likely prove challenging, given the competition from Premier League rivals. Arsenal will need to move quickly if they hope to secure the highly rated midfielder before others swoop in.